Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amber and I love all things handbag related. I also occasionally do some content related to concealed carry and how that works with all of these beautiful bags that I love. So if any of that sounds good to you, then stick around and let's hang out. So today's video is a lug haul. I'm going to try to get through this a little bit quicker than I normally do. I have boxes here. I have boxes back behind the camera that y'all can't see. I have a bag here. I have more packages supposed to be delivered today, some that haven't even shipped out yet. I have stuff for days coming, y'all. I just have been super busy and I have not had a chance to film any of this. So I'm going to try to do a few things today while I have a few minutes, but I'm going to try to do it a little bit quicker than normal. So this is a lug haul. There are some new items in here, new patterns, a new bag style that just got released. Just a few new things, and I'm going to try to do some really quick comparisons for you as we go through. So the first item that I picked up is the mini trolleys, and I actually got it in 3 different colors or patterns. I don't have a regular size trolley yet. I wanted to try out the mini, and 2 of these are gifts. One of them is mine, but I did take them out to show you really quickly. So I'm going to quickly show you the pattern up close, the interior, and then I'll show you the features on mine, which is this green one that I have backward, actually. So this one, my daughter actually picked out. She loved this. This is the Maples Cream. I was shocked that this was the pattern that she fell in love with, but she absolutely did. So the mini trolley, in case you haven't seen it for whatever reason, you have a handle on top. It's sewn down with 2 little rivets there. You have plastic lining on the bottom, no feet. On each end, you have a little zip pocket. And it is not plastic lined. They are just pockets. There's the lining on that maple cream. And then you have, I know on the regular size trolley, you have an actual trolley sleeve with a little zip pocket. The mini does not have that. So on the front, you have this little pocket that kind of drawbridges open, as they say. And it has a little divider in it, but the divider is see-through. So I actually like that. You can see what's on both sides there. So that's a really functional little pocket, I think. And then the main interior flaps open like this, which I really like. And on the top up here, you get a mesh pocket. And then inside, it's all plastic lined, and along the back right here, you have another zip pocket, but this one is not a clear view. You cannot see through this one at all. And other than that, you just have this big wide open space, but it is all plastic lined in there. So I really like the configuration of this. My daughter will most likely use hers for, you know, arts and crafts type stuff. Which, speaking of arts and crafts, I have some really cute stuff to show y'all in another video, a Vera Bradley video. But yeah, so this is the Maple Cream mini trolley. I also got it in the Camo Rose, and that's not showing up very... There we go. Those colors are more accurate. It's got kind of an icy gray blue, different shades of pink, some gray. I actually really like this pattern a lot. Let me show you on this side pocket. No, front pocket. We'll go front pocket. The interior on this one is that gray motif. It's pretty. And then I got the Kelly Green for myself to try, because this pattern on the inside of the Kelly Green is gorgeous. It's It's gorgeous styling. I think it's the bouquet print, but it's on like a cream background. There we go. It shows up better in the pocket if I can. It's super pretty, in my opinion. Which I love the bouquet print in general. So, it's a little bit darker on the inside, but it is still on that cream background. I just think it's beautiful. So, that is my 3 mini trolleys that I decided to try. Now, really quickly, I'm just going to kind of show you in comparison to the, I can never remember the name of this. So this is the Vera Bradley Reactive Small Travel Cosmetic in Rose Foliage. So just for comparison, size comparison, let me show you the top. If you can see, the Vera Bradley one is a bit longer, but not quite as deep. It does not have that plastic lining on the bottom. So they're kind of close in shape, I guess, but they're not the same size. So on the outside, the Lug mini trolley has a pocket on each end. The Vera Bradley Cosmetic does not. The mini trolley has a top handle. The Vera Bradley Small Travel has a handle on the end. So when you grab them, they would be oriented completely different directions. Okay, both of them have a front pocket, but I showed you the front pocket on the mini trolley kind of drawbridges open. The Vera Bradley, the front pocket on this one, if I can even show you, it is just a straight across zip pocket. Not plastic lined or anything like that, just a horizontal zip pocket. And then on the inside of the mini trolley, you had the zip pocket, the mesh zip pocket on the flap, and then a zip pocket along the back. So on this one, I did stuff it to give it a little bit more shape because it was kind of scrunched. On this one, you have a zip pocket on that top flap too. And this one is a plastic clear pocket. And then on the inside of this one, instead of a zip pocket along the back, you have 2 little mesh pockets. So there are no other pockets inside here. It is all just plastic lined. So these 2 items are similar, but very different. I think they would hold roughly the same amount because this one's longer, but this one is deeper. This one you get the 2 end pockets. This one you do not. So similar, but different. Okay, the next one I picked up is another Dory Mini, and this is in the magenta. This is a gift for my daughter. She loves pink. This is a tiny little bag. This will be adorable for her. So, again, I've shown the Dory Mini a couple of times, but you have soft line pocket on each side. Your 2 shorter grab handles. If you want a more in-depth comparison, I have, or more in-depth video, I have that on another video somewhere. But this one has that kind of toned down bright floral interior. Your same overall setup as every other mini Dory, or Dory Mini, whichever it is. But that's a pretty accurate coloration of the magenta. It's definitely a bright highlighter pink, but it's not as bright as I thought it was gonna be. It's not blindingly bright. It's a pretty color. So that's the Dory Mini in magenta. The next item that I picked up was actually my first set of Eco Shoppers, and I have already pulled these apart and started using them. So I have one right now in my everyday bag, if I can. Well, show you. So I've been keeping one in my handbag, and I've already used it several times. I love these. I don't know why I didn't try these earlier. I picked up the set in Resort Black, which is one of my favorite patterns, but they're super compact. They just fold down really nicely. They have a little button closure that wraps around here, and it just snaps back to itself to keep it compact. But these are a great size. They will hold an absolute ton. And they seem to be fairly robust. The inside does not have any type of lining or anything like that. But they have a really good size base on them. So they're not like a lot of the like reusable totes where it just comes to a point and they're really flat. But I really like these. They fit over my shoulder perfectly fine. They're not too short. They're very comfortable. They will hold an absolute ton. Super happy with these. So that was my first set of the Eco Shoppers. They're also super easy to roll right back up. The next bag that I picked up was another stretch. And this one came off of that Facebook marketplace group, the Lug BTS Lug BST buy sell trade. I love the stretch, the style. I'm not sure about this pattern, if this is for me or not. It's cute, and I generally love camo patterns, but I don't know. I'm just not sure about it in this blue. I'm going to give it a try because I really like the bag style, but if you're unfamiliar, you have this front zip pocket. This does have its own little gusset, so it will hold quite a bit. Within this pocket, there's another pocket that is soft lined on the front there. And this little tag will disconnect and clip off there. You have your signature cell phone pocket right above that. Across the back, you have a zip pocket with... Nope, I was going to say pen pockets, but this one doesn't have the pen pockets back here. Your main closure, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but on the stretch, the zipper has a fabric pull to it. It's not the big chunky gunmetal zipper that we're used to. It has the little fabric pull, which is interesting. On the inside, this does also come with that 1.5 inch strap, which I'm not crazy about. On the inside of this one, you get a clear view pocket along the front wall, a privacy zip, and two really large, generous cargo slip pockets there. And then in this slip pocket against that back wall is where you have your pen pockets on this one. And then in this corner, you also have a little key clip with the removable key fob. So this is the one that just clips off, but it's still attached. So that's my preference over the key bungee. I'm not a key bungee girl. They've just never worked that great for me. So that is the stretch in camo navy, I think. I also picked up a Shimmy SE in Resort Black. I love this pattern. I think it's so pretty. I also got my mom a tenor set in Resort Black because she saw it and really liked it. If you're unfamiliar with the Shimmy SE, this is probably one of my favorite bags from Lug. Your soft line pocket on this one, your cell phone pocket, is a zipper close pocket. I actually prefer the zip close to the magnet. The magnet can sit kind of wonky sometimes. The zipper generally sits better. Behind that, you have another large zip pocket, and in this one, you have a built-in wallet, but it's not quite as large. On this back wall, you have a soft-lined pocket, soft-lined on the front side. Along the flap, you get 6 card slots. So, no bill pocket or anything like that. Not what I would consider a full, true built-in wallet, but a built-in wallet. Behind the zip pocket, you get this magnetic pocket right here. And it is just a large open pocket, but right in that corner you get another one of the key clip-off key fob things, which again is my preference. On the back side, you have another zip pocket that I didn't unzip all the way, but that's okay. I don't know if there's pen slots in this one or not. No, no pen slots, just a big zip pocket. And then the inside, along the front of the bag, so this is the front, and on that wall, you get a clear view pocket, and it is just one large clear view pocket. It doesn't have the divider. And then on the back side, you get 2 really nice sized cargo pockets. These aren't soft lined or anything like that. They are just cargo pockets. Nothing else inside your Shimmy SE. Just a large open space. I love the lining to this, little palm trees and dots. And this one comes with a 1-inch strap, which is another reason that I love this style so much. I am just not a fan of the 1.5-inch strap. I know a lot of people love it, but it's just not my preference. So that's the Shimmy SE. Next, I finally found my butterfly gray Samba XL. I have the original Samba. I have the Samba XL in ocean blue, and I love this bag. It is a great, simple bag. So you have this big front zip pocket, and I've already used this one. I also found this on that Lug Facebook group for a great deal. So you have this big front zip pocket. On the back of that zip pocket, you have a privacy zip right here. And then you have an ID window right in front of that. And then on the front of this pocket, you have a built-in wallet. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 card slots on each side, so 8 card slots, and the big bill slip. And then down in the very bottom down here, you have a little pen bungee, which truthfully seems useless to me because I'm just going to throw my pen in the bottom. I'm not going to take the time to stick it in that bungee, but it was a cute idea. And then behind that big zip pocket, you have your signature cell phone pocket. This is plenty large. That's my phone case. It's an enormous pocket. I can very nearly, well, actually I can stand my phone up on one side there and the magnet will still hold. So that's a huge, huge phone pocket. Along the back, you have this gigantic zip pocket. And this one does have the 2 pen slips right there. Excuse me. And then on the inside of the Samba XL, on the front wall of the bag, you have 1 large clear view pocket. And then on the back, you have 2 large cargo pockets. Then in the corner right here, you have that key bungee, which I never use. But a very, very simple design. You also get the 4 plastic feet on the bottom. This has a really substantial base. It'll hold quite a bit, but it's got that triangular shape, so it will still, you know, sit nicely against your body. Really, really like this one. So this is the Samba XL in butterfly gray. Next, I picked up my first flash. I actually picked up two. I got this one in the black rainbow, and then I also got this one in the Azalea pink. But the Azalea pink went to my daughter, and I'll put some pictures up here. We used this as her school supply bag this year, so to put her crayons and her pencils and glue, whatever, all of her little school supplies, we put in her little flash, and that's her school bag for this year, her little supply bag. So she really, really loves it, and the Azalea pink is gorgeous. I wanted to get something in the black rainbow to see it. I wanted to see this in person to see what it really looked like. And I love it. I think it's super, super cute. Let me turn it sideways so you can actually see more of the quilting there. You have all the different colors in it. It's just beautiful. Super fun. I love the black background. I'm a neutrals girl at heart. I love color too, clearly, but I love the black rainbow quilting. I like it even more in the double quilted styles, but anyway. So these were the first two flashes that I had ever got. So I'm sure y'all have seen these before. It's super, super simple. It just opens up, and I know these are supposed to kind of like lay flat, but I can't say that mine lay completely flat. They're close, but they kind of want to, you know, bow up a little bit. But you just have two zip pockets, and I didn't realize this, but they go in opposite directions. So this one zips this way, and then this one zips the other way. So they zip in opposite directions. The lining to this one is the swallows, the birds. I don't mind it. I've heard several people say they don't care for it, but I don't mind it. It's not my favorite lining, but it's cute. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this, but it was on a super sale for like 20 bucks somewhere, wherever I got it. So that's my first two flashes in the black rainbow and Azalea pink. Next, I picked up another Jitterbug in the sand taupe color. I initially wasn't going to get this, but I don't have a bag in this kind of taupey neutral color at all. So I love the Jitterbug. I think it's adorable. It holds exactly what I need it to with maybe just a tad more. So I decided to grab it while it was still available. And this color I've noticed does not like to come across super accurate on screen. From what I can see in the camera, that's fairly close, but it may be just a tad darker. This is not what I would call a beige, like a typical beige. This is a little bit deeper than a typical beige. It's a really, really beautiful color, actually, and I'm glad that I got it. So, the Jitterbug has your little charm bar along the front, and it's not the pleather. It is just a little rubber tab that sticks on that little prong. It just pops on and off. Really, really simple. On the back, you have one zip pocket. No other organization in there. And then just like the Dory, if you can see, you have those two softline pockets hidden in the seams on each side. So you have one on this side and one on this side. Again, there's my phone. Fits in there, no problem. And then across the top, 1.5 inch strap, not my favorite, but I deal with it. Key bungee on the side. On the front wall of the bag right here, you have a clear view pocket that has that tissue in it. There's nothing else on that wall. And then on the back side of the bag, you get one large cargo pocket there. And then right behind it, if you can see, there is a privacy zip pocket. And then this bag style is the one that I was telling y'all has the little, one of the flip down bases. So when you push it down, your bag doesn't scrunch up anymore and you have a proper base to it, which I really like. I actually really like that design, because you can flip it up to scrunch it flat for storage, but then when you want to use it, you push it back down and you have a proper base. So I really like that. And I can't remember who it was, but somebody wanted to see this compared to the Vera Bradley factory outlet mini satchel. So let me show those side by side really quickly. So you can see that the mini satchel looks just a bit shorter. Depth wise, let's see. There we go. Let me turn them this way. So you can see that the Jitterbug is a bit longer. Base depth is very similar, but the Jitterbug is just a bit longer, and then just a tiny bit taller. So I still think they're gonna hold very similar amounts. The base on the Vera Bradley mini satchel is just a little bit larger, but the Jitterbug is just a little bit longer and taller. So I think they would hold very similar amounts, because this one, the fabric is more pliable. It's not quite as thick and you don't have near as many pockets to contend with. Whereas this one has a thicker fabric, more pockets and things like that to work with. So I think overall these would hold almost the exact same amount, or very close. So if you want more, a more in-depth comparison where you want me to actually get into showing you what fits in each, just let me know and I'll be happy to do that. I'm just trying to get through these videos a little bit quicker today. So that was the Jitterbug in Sand Taupe. The next one I picked up was the Skyliner in Olive. I love this color. The Skyliner has no longer detachable crossbody strap. It is shoulder strap only. The drop is fine. If it were, you know, a couple inches longer, I wouldn't complain, but the drop is perfectly fine. You have the little grippies across the top here. On the bottom of the bag, you get 4 feet. No plastic lining, but you do get the feet. On the front, again, you have that charm bar, and then your cell phone pocket, which is not very wide. This is a vertical pocket, but again, I showed this before. My phone fits in there, no problem. Across the back, you have that one long zip pocket. This is your RFID pocket. You have 2 pen slips right here, a clear ID window, and I bought this entire bag for that lining. I love the olive color, but I've wanted something in this forever and a day. So on top of that zip pocket, you get this trolley sleeve. There is no zip across the bottom to make it a pocket. It is just a trolley sleeve. Top zip closure that does go past the end right here. And then on the inside, on the front wall, you get a clear view pocket right here, which is covered with the tissue. And then right above that, you have a privacy pocket. So you have 2 zip pockets that are stacked. Right beside that, you get your key bungee. And then in this corner is where you have that water bottle pocket that, like I showed before, is not attached on the bottom, so you can just smash it up if you don't want it taking up space. And then on the other side, you have 2 really large pockets. These pockets I showed before are super, super deep. They go all the way to the bottom of the bag, which I really love and appreciate. But they're huge. Really big pockets. And I love that wildflower amber lining. Or wildflower olive. I think it's beautiful. So I probably actually ordered something else in this olive color too. So it'll be here sometime. I still have tons more things coming. So anyway, that's the Skyliner in olive. I completely forgot to mention before I put this up, I have already used my Skyliner in butterfly gray. For all of my Vera girls out there, this is extremely similar in size to the small Vera tote, so if that works for you, this probably will too. The strap drop is a little bit shorter, and I can tell you that these little jelly no-slip grips up here, I have noticed if I have my hair down and it comes near these little jelly grips, my hair will get caught on this and kind of pull a little bit, and that is annoying as hell. It actually hurts. It's not a good feeling. So I love the bag. The bag is super comfortable. It's easy to use, but I wish they would not have put the no-slip grip on this. It wasn't needed. Yeah. So that's my one complaint with this bag. The one thing I would say to be aware of. If you leave your hair down very often, it can kind of get caught against this rubbery bit and pull a bit. And then last but certainly not least, I got the new Trolley Crossbody 2 in Lime. This color is gorgeous. It truly is like that highlighter green. I love it. So, the new Trolley 2. I'm sure you've all seen a review on this already, but I'm gonna show you right quick. Each end, you get those zip pockets. There's nothing extra in them. They are just zip pockets, one on each end. Across the front, you have a double zip pocket, and I don't really tend to use the double zip, but I like it because then you can orient your zipper whichever way you want. You can leave both zippers in the middle. You can push them to this side, push them to that side. I typically push both of them to the right because when I wear my bag, it's on my right side, and then I can just grab the top zipper and go around. That's easier for me. So in this front pocket, you have a zip pocket along the back. This is a privacy zip. It is not clear view. Along the front, you have 6 card slots and a bill slip. And that's what's in your front pocket there. And then directly above that is your cell phone pocket. Again, here's my case. You can see how much space beyond my phone case there actually is. So this phone pocket is really large. I don't think you'll have any issue getting your larger phones in there at all. Along the back, there is another zip pocket. No pen slots or anything like that, just an open zip. And then here is my one gripe, still with this bag. Love this top handle. Why does Amy keep putting the zipper straight across here? I don't understand why she can't orient the zipper to be a flap, just like on a regular trolley. Mini trolley, regular trolley, whatever. She could leave everything the exact same way that it is now. I could understand if she thinks putting it as a flap closure or opening could potentially put more stress on the zipper from your top grab handle here. However, my makeup weighs more than what I carry in my bag because it's liquids and things like that. So if this zipper can handle the weight, then this one should be able to as well. So I still think the D-rings could be left exactly where they are. The top handle could be left exactly where it's at. The phone pocket, everything. But instead, give us that flap opening, make the zipper do the little U so that this will flap open and we'll have better visibility inside. Because even though this is a larger bag than the original trolley, this straight across zipper, okay, you do have a little bit better visibility just because the bag is bigger, but it could be so much better than this. If we had a flap to open it, we'd be able to see everything in there and get to it so much easier. So that's my gripe. I still bought the bag. I still like it. Hate the 1.5 inch strap. Got the 1.5 inch strap. I'll deal with it. So inside here, along the front wall, you get a clear view zip pocket. One large clear view zip. And I know this is hard to show because this opening's not great. Along the back wall, you have 2 cargo pockets down in there. And then on this side, this corner, you get that key bungee. So, I remember on the QVC presentation, they said that this bag was like 11 by 5 by 4 or something like that. So, I measured this myself because it looks bigger than that. And by my measurements, let me show you what I came up with. So I'm going to measure the bottom first, straight across. By my measurement, this is almost 12.25 wide. I know I have it upside down, but I hope you can see that. Almost 12.25 wide. Depth on it is right at 5 inches. And then height is a little bit trickier because this could smush a bit or look a little bit taller. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to measure from this top seam to the bottom across the back. So when I do that, my height comes out at about 6.5 inches. So it's like 12.25 by 6.5 by 5 when I manually measure it. Now, just for comparison, here is my trolley crossbody in Herringbone Aqua. So you can see this is significantly larger. So I'm going to manually measure this one really quickly just to give you the size comparison. So same way. By my measurement, this one is about 10 inches wide. About 4 3/4 deep. And then same way, I'm going to measure to that top seam down to the bottom. Doing it that way. It's about 5 inches high. So you get over 2 inches extra in width or length. Depth, I can't even remember. I can't remember what all I said. Depth is probably the closest there, but the new trolley crossbody is quite a bit larger than the original. Whoops, let's do it this way. So,
If you want a more in-depth comparison, if you want to see what will fit in the new one versus the old one, just let me know and I'll be happy to do that. So that's the new trolley crossbody in lime. So that's it for my little lug haul today. I still have more coming, but a lot of it I ordered from QVC because they've been having some killer sales on lug, which I order a lot of my lug from QVC anyway because it's always cheaper. Unless you can find it on Lug Live for a really, really good deal. But, yep, that's my haul for today. I don't know if I'm going to get anything else recorded or not because I've got to go in about 10 minutes. Hopefully I'm going to have some time to film a few more videos pretty soon though because I have a giant Vera Bradley online outlet sale order. I have some Vera Bradley pre-loved pieces I need to show y'all. I've got some comparisons I need to do. I have a Vera Bradley retail order coming. I have so much stuff I still need to show y'all and do. So hopefully I can get to that soon. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have any more questions about any of these bags or you'd like to see a more in-depth comparison, please just let me know and I'll be happy to do that. It may take me a little bit of time, but I will be happy to do that for you. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you saw something you hadn't seen before, got a little bit more information on something maybe you've been hoping to get a little more information about. If you have any comments, questions, or you just want to say hello, as always, leave me a comment down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, y'all.